We are back at the New York Athletic Club for the women's quarterfinals as Courtney Peixoto goes up against Hillary Rushe. WPH Race for 8, season number 7, stop number 6. As Dave Fink steps into the booth here. Hillary Rushe wearing the black leggings and orange shirt. Courtney Peixoto, meanwhile, is wearing the gray and yellow.
I'll tell you, Dave, Courtney has been warming up for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Lunges, squats, sprints, stretches. And just talking to her yesterday, she said,
all right, ladies, good match.
I'm training.
This
is what I do. I've
oh
gotten myself really fit. I'm going to all the stops.
That's nice.
I'm into it, and I feel like I'm improving.
Bad bounces on the side, the wall, and the glass, and good luck. The score is 0 serving 0.
She almost hits a crack serve on her first serve there. Big setup here for Hillary, who hits it into the ground.
Courtney Peixoto, Dave, 5'4". She's from Watsonville, still lives in Watsonville. She works there, proud mother of 2. Her husband, Ricardo, is watching back at home in Watsonville, as well as her 2 beautiful kids. I know, Dave, you saw Courtney with the headphones on before the match, very likely listening to gangster rap.
Side out.
Favorite athlete, Dominique
0
Dawes.
serves 2.
I know you don't know who that is.
Point. One serves 2.
Courtney just turning 34, Dave. Hard to believe.
And actually, it is very hard. I like that
Point.
punch fist. She just sort of pulls Courtney up, Hillary does, and just punches it down that right wall.
2 serves 2.
Hillary Rushe, Dave, from Roscommon County, Ireland, now living in Chicago.
Side out.
A couple of terrible errors. That's the strength of her game, Dave, is her right hand, and we haven't seen it yet.
2 serving 2.
Hillary, 5'11", tallest player on the Women's Race for 8 Tour.
Yeah, she seems taller than that.
In fact, Dave, she's the tallest player in the history of the Women's Tour.
Side out. So I have to get my cape in order.
Is she taller than Aisling Riley?
2 serving 2.
I believe she is.
Well, believing and knowing are 2 different things.
Aisling Riley officially listed, Dave, as 5'10", so yes.
Point.
I'm only going by the official WPH bios here.
3 serves 2.
3-2 is the score. I don't consider gymnastics a sport. When it's
Side out.
not
Two,
sure if
serving
Dominique Dawes qualifies as a athlete.
Yeah. I don't think
Point.
it's too hard to just run and do 4 flips in the air while twirling and spinning and then doing the same
3
thing off
serving
a
3.
But if you do that for
6-inch wide
Circus Soleil,
balance beam.
if you do that for Circus Soleil, like Dawson is what you call the fans of Dominique
Point.
Dawes.
Uh-huh.
But if you do that for, it's an art,
4
not
serving
necessarily
3.
competition, but is that an athlete? I mean, if that's the case, then that elephant that drew that picture on the easel is also an athlete.
Side
Well,
out.
where do we draw the line on what's a sport? Is golf a sport?
No. You kidding
3
me?
serves 4.
So there's some combination of a ball and exertion?
Exactly.
Okay. So running a marathon is not a sport,
Side out.
in your opinion, or is it? Just
4 serving 3.
trying to lay the foundation here.
I think that any sport where there's a judge as the final outcome is not a sport.
Okay.
So then, yes, golf is a sport, unfortunately, yes.
So WWE is a sport. Have to win by pinfall or submission.
Or when you
5,
crack
serving
that
3.
chair over somebody's back and they
As long
no
as the
longer
ref
can
doesn't
get
see
back
it.
in it. Or when the coach, so the coach is also
He's part of it.
an athlete, since he's the one that disabled the opponent from getting back into the
6, serves
ring.
3.
You'd think they'd
So
have
he's a
tighter
coach.
security.
He's also a coach then.
Side
The
out.
fans can never get in the ring, but their adversaries always seem to find their way
That's right.
to the ring just at the right time.
3, serving 6.
82 degrees outside, 52 degrees inside this court. Hillary Rushe looks like she's dressed for about 32. Nice pick up there from courts.
Side out.
And Hillary goes for that stiletto
Nice rally.
right corner. Kill does not get it.
It's like tired. 6, serves 3.
Nice left there from Courtney. And another air there from Hillary. Seen a lot of airs here, Dave,
7, serves 3.
from these tall players. I guess it's a 5'9" plus thing. Tracy with 43 airs in her last match. Sue's with 31 airs, I'm told officially. Hillary now, Dave, as I speak,
Bad bounce? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I saw something funny, but I wasn't
gets a
sure. I
bad
was
bounce,
watching.
Dave, off the
Thank you.
middle of the back wall. What is going on here? I have to
Hold on one
finally
second,
put my
Hillary.
foot
You
down
see the
here.
door- the
I've played
doorknob right there?
30
Yeah,
matches
one
in this
second,
court.
it's
There's
reserved
nothing in the middle of that back wall.
And she's saying
All
hit
right,
off the
score is
doorknob.
7, serving 3.
The door is on the floor. That ball hit 12 feet high off the back wall. Just don't get
They
it.
had to make it 12 feet high to allow these tall women in that court.
That's true.
Side out.
And that time, Hillary finds the bottom board. Hillary spars with Carly Stickles, Dave, in Chicago. Plays some with Megan
3,
Dornicker as
serving
well.
7.
Also teams up with her boyfriend, Charlie Lemus.
Ooh, good try. Nice rally. Side out.
Courtney has
Score
not
is
had a lot
7,
of starts on the
33.
women's race for 8, Dave, but really making a name for herself this season. You remember in Tucson, she lost to Katrina Casey in the round of 8,
Point.
played her pretty well, and then took 5th place there.
Timeout called.
Came
You have
back
1
in
minute.
Las Vegas on the other side of the draw as Katrina and went to the finals, defeating Tracy Davis and Amy Toohey before once again losing to Katrina. So Courtney's only losses this season are to Katrina.
That's a good record to have,
Mm-hmm.
and she's obviously working her way back. I think if you play on the tour long enough, you are going to get those losses against Katrina, but those wins against the other women are resume builders,
Mm-hmm.
especially on making a comeback like she is. Courtney playing Hillary on paper. It looks like a great matchup. We've had some really good ones today. Susie Kohler getting past Tracy Davis for the first time. It's, a nice feeling for her. And Danielle Daskalakis getting back into form
Yeah.
on the women's tour. She defeats Amy Toohey, who's the #1 ranked American women's pro player.
OCD
So to
is
see
kicking in there.
to see Danielle back is also very well. And we, of course,
Sorry.
always watching Hillary and Courtney play.
Score is 8, serving 3.
Courtney is 6-2 this season, Dave. As I said, her only 2 losses were against Katrina Casey. She's outscored her opponents 170 to 164 this season. So she's scoring just about 51% of the
9,
time.
serving 3.
Currently ranked number 5. Hillary Rushe, Dave, comes into this event ranked number 9. Best finish of her women's race career is 7th, which I think surprises a lot of people, Dave, given her talent. She did defeat E Ft McCarthy.
Well, the surprising part, Dave, is the fact that she's 3-wall national champion.
Right.
So you think you take some of those skills in here and you know, make it to the semis at least, or a finals, but they just haven't been able to do it. I think that's where the surprise is.
She's been outscored this
serving
season
3.
148 to 127. So she's allowed more points than she's scored.
Point.
Courtney now taking over. 3-4 record this season.
11, serves 3.
3 wins, 4 losses. And the way this match is going, Dave, it's
Point.
looks like maybe another loss, at least in this first game for Hillary.
12, serves 3.
Winner of this match, Dave, will face Katrina Casey.
Point.
And this first game is going by very quickly.
13, serves 3.
Courtney has found a serve. Look at that left-handed power.
14, serves 3.
And that ends
First
that first
game,
game
3 minutes?
15-3. Not at all, I don't think, what we were expecting.
No. No, I thought that would be a little bit closer. We're going to take a break here and go get a bucket of cold water and throw it on Hillary.
The score is 0, serving 0.
Hillary Rushe, Courtney Peixoto, DeMello, and Tracy Davis is the referee. So we welcome in Dave Fink. So welcome in, Dave Fink.
Welcome in. I've been here all day.
Well, you left. You had to leave your headset here on the table. And
But I didn't miss any action.
Okay.
I mean, as far as
1,
everyone else
serving
knows, I was
0.
never gone.
Okay.
They don't know what's going on during those in-between game
I
breaks.
do, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah. This has been one-way traffic here for CPM.
Wrist ball. Thank you. Point. 2, serving 0. Short ball. Second serve.
And Dave, you'd say that Hillary should not be intimidated by the moment. I mean, she is the 2-time defending 3-wall national champion. She's used to playing in these big matches.
Point.
Yeah, you'd think so. I'm kind of
3,
surprised.
serve 0.
It's not like Hillary is only a 3-wall player. She's actually a 4-wall player first,
Right.
and then a 3-wall player. But she's our national champion at 3-wall.
Right. I'd like to see Courtney head out to the 3-wall nationals this year, Dave, because Courtney grew up
Side
on a
out.
3-wall court that
Nice
her
rally.
parents built just down the street from their house in Watsonville. And she's got a lot of experience
0,
playing
serves
3-wall,
3.
and she's got a great game. So, I mean, to throw her in the mix there with Dr. Moeller and our 2-time defending champion, Hillary, I think that makes it very exciting.
Right.
Maybe Megan Dorniker makes a
Appearance? Sure.
appearance or a comeback there. Yeah. I mean, she was there last year. She lost.
Nice shot there from Hillary. Dug out, though, from Courtney Peixoto, who's running all over the court
Wow.
here and should have got that one back and missed it.
Side out there.
It was a perfectly
3,
placed
serving
ball.
0.
from Hillary, who goes inside out back down that right wall.
Point.
It's like a laser.
That's what we've come to expect from Hillary with that right
4,
hand when
serving
it's
0.
in her wheelhouse. Now you see Hillary kind of massaging her shoulder there. Not sure that's going to do much good. But now does lead 5-0.
A little bit of power right there from Hillary and a timeout call from Courtney
6-0.
Peixoto.
Yeah, things have changed here. Hillary stayed on the court there for a couple minutes after that first game ended, and maybe she figured something out. I don't know, but things are definitely a lot different.
Well, between that first and second game, 4 minutes, 3 of those were spent her walking around talking to herself while she was hitting the ball, and the last minute talking to her man friend.
They call those boyfriends.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's how that goes.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the society of people that I hang around with, we call it a man friend.
I suspected.
Carlos
such.
Lemus giving her some instruction.
Sorry, ladies. Score is 6, serving 0.
6-0, you heard that score there. It was a good, smart timeout from Courtney Peixoto DeMello.
Point.
Well, it led to another shank. So
But she tried to take that ball early with the fish shot before it hit the sidewall as opposed to letting it come around.
7, serving 0.
But sometimes you make up your mind early, and that's what you face, having to make a defensive shot on a serve.
CPM, Dave, wins game number 1, 15-3. We thought this could be over in just a couple of minutes. Instead, it's Hillary Rushe now leading 7-0 in this second game. Courtney with a pre-dive and a beautiful little paddle
Look at this
kill
rally. And she lost her shoe.
Point. Point.
This is
The
what I
weird thing
expect
about
from a
the rule
Peixoto
is,
DeMello
like,
match.
it
But
would've been a point
Well, I was
anyway.
going to say,
goes the shoe.
I can't believe she dove and didn't end up
I
facing
mean,
the back wall.
The rally, she hit the rally ending shot. Yeah. But like if you had like a watch or earring and it falls, it's not like a, oh yeah.
Did that ball make it to the front wall?
I know.
I was too busy looking at the shoe, but I like the rational thinking there from our referee.
How do you lose a shoe and not break your ankle?
No, it actually came off as she was backpedaling, so the heel of her shoe hit the ground and popped right out.
That's not a replay.
Hillary's not finding any of this, and
No, Hillary's here on business.
yeah,
Score is 8,
Okay.
serving 0.
I do want to know if that ball made the front wall, though.
Short ball.
I believe it did, and that's what gave the 8th point.
Second serve.
No, that would have been Courtney's point because Courtney hit the shot. So it could have been a side out.
That was a good shot from Courtney.
Yes.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
what we.
0, serving 8. Short ball. Second serve.
Oof.
Set out.
What a shot. That's a very tough shot to hit.
8, serving 0.
Hillary keeps her arm very close to her body when she swings with her right.
Point.
A
Yeah, she
short
does,
swing.
right.
It's the
9,
opposite of
serving
Courtney's
0.
swing, who has a long swing.
Well, I think she has a right shoulder problem, and so she's compensating by pulling that arm in and just doing this really quick snap that she has.
Because I haven't seen her swing like this before. So, yeah, it could be that arm injury.
Courtney's going to get that ball to the right side.
Nice shot.
She knew that Hillary's pinned behind her to the left.
0, serving 9.
Usually when you have like a deltoid or some type of labrum issue with your shoulder, you kind of pull that. You pull that shoulder in and hold it tight to your body. You're still able to use your elbow, but you're not really using all of your shoulder. See that little kind of modified whip?
But she's still finding her patent kill shots down the right. Now, Dave, watch how Hillary serves this serve and then immediately runs behind the dotted line. I don't understand the point of this. Look at where she is for the next shot.
Contact? Yeah. Thank you for calling it. 10 serving 0.
Now let's watch this here again as Hillary is going to sprint backwards, okay? I mean, she's a three-wall specialist. I mean, a three-wall national champion. You'd think she'd want to dominate that front court, look for a fly kill opportunity or something that she can pounce on in the front.
Ooh, side out.
But no.
Is our referee rooting for these balls to make it?
Something now. I'll tell you, Dave, as a player, there's nothing better than having a really professional referee. Here's a party ball from Courtney. Wow, what a shot from Hillary. But it really, Dave, it changes the match. When you know that the referee is all business,
First time out.
even if they make a mistake, you know that they're there doing the best they can possibly do.
But in this case.
Well, I'm not saying anything about what's
No,
happening
I mean,
right now.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah. It really does change the dynamic of the match. And you can see both these ladies very serious, but Hillary is particularly serious right now.
Yeah, it's no game plan for her in there.
No. You can see, Dave, she's locked in, and one of the fans is trying to talk to her. It's an interesting view. And Hillary's not really wanting that. She wants to stay right in her zone, locked in.
Well, she is kind of locked in.
Right. I mean, right now she's essentially throwing a no-hitter in this second game. You don't talk to someone throwing a no-hitter. She's 6 innings into this no-hitter.
Ball's right at your feet, dearie. Dearie. Like I'm 80.
You could put a bullseye in that front right corner on the front wall, and Hillary's hitting it consistently with those right-handed kills.
Point.
Courtney goes for that Vic Perez left corner kill.
11 serve
That's
0.
actually just known as the Vic, Dave. You asked what that shot is called.
It's the Vic?
Yes. And here we'll see a one down the right again, and this time looked like she rushed that shot a little bit. Didn't let that
serving
drop.
11.
Still has the no-hitter intact,
Short
though.
ball. Second serve.
The perfect game, of course, Dave, is a lot harder to achieve. Your opponent can only serve the first serve of the game in order to throw a perfect game. Or not serve at all.
Serves 11.
Can't even let them in the service box.
Okay.
Yeah. No-hitter's different. You just get the shutout and you've got the no-hitter. Now, I know a lot of people, my phone's ringing. What if?
Oh, that felt good.
What if, you're beating an opponent 13-1 and they get a technical, now it's 13-0 and you win 15-0. Is that a no-hitter?
What do you call it?
No, it's not. It's a shutout, but it's not a no-hitter.
Well, I think it is a no-hitter. 20 years from now when you're looking at the line sheet,
yeah,
it's never written down that happened. It just shows you the score.
But you know how these rule books are. They have asterisks in them.
Yeah, well, I've never seen one. There's a nice dive from Courtney.
I mean, when I ask you who's hit the most home runs in a season, what do you say?
I say Roger Maris.
Exactly.
Is a towel necessary in the front there? It's pretty dry.
My point, exactly.
Just wanted to check and make sure. Good. Okay. No, I wasn't even. I was about to let it slide, and it was his idea.
And
I
Dave,
shouldn't have let him, though. It's like, wait, that's her boyfriend.
Our referee in a full-blown conversation now, but Dave, Courtney's disposition never changes. She's just having a good time in there. She's on the wrong end of a no-hitter right now, still having a good time.
Our referee is
Point.
trying to audition for Carnegie down the street.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling. 12, serving 1.
12-1.
Yeah.
Courtney is on the board. This is similar to game number 1, 15-3 in favor of Courtney. Now
Oof.
13-1.
That was a nasty kill shot over there on the left
Timeout
side.
called.
Yeeks. That
Second
was a
timeout.
laser, too. Letting the ball drop, that little snap, quick, modified whip that she has, and you see her stretching her right arm after that kill shot. Usually, after you make a shot like that, you don't stretch anything.
Mm-hmm. Now you're going to see Courtney's camp heading over to talk to Courtney.
There's Hillary.
Can't see that on camera right now, but Camp Peixoto is huddling right now, Dave, outside of the broadcast booth. A lot of wisdom being exchanged there, as you know.
30 seconds. Time in.
These two have never met in
13,
women's
serve
race
one.
freight play, Dave. It is possible that they have met previously either in the juniors or collegiates. Oh, and
Point.
Hillary just finds that crotch, and that ball shoots straight out and away from Courtney. Now game point.
14, serves 1.
Hillary to force a third game here. And what a shot there. And Dave, you may find this crazy, but I don't see either one of these players having momentum going into the tiebreaker. When you see two games like this, 15-3, 15-1,
Right.
I say, who knows what's going to happen in this tiebreaker? I mean, clearly Hillary's playing better ball right now, just winning 15 of the last 16 points. But you get the sense that Courtney could turn it on and get a serve going and
Yeah, I
easily
agree. Totally agree.
score 4 or 5 points to get this next game started. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's take a 4-minute break, and we'll be
Okay.
back in just a bit because I need to
Say
do
it.
some of my stats
Oh,
and get
okay.
ready for this
Okay.
third game. So
Yeah.
stick around. We'll have more. WPHlive.tv.
All right, let's play the tiebreaker.
We have
Hillary serving. 0 serve 0.
New referee now, Dave.
Apparently so.
A drop of water, potentially. You know, Dave, Hillary is rushing back into the backcourt after her serve, but it's working for her. I mean, she's obviously comfortable playing from the backcourt.
Was the pun intended there? Or?
I didn't even know there was one.
Oh, no.
Oh, Courtney goes to the roof from there. Surprising. And there's a
Point.
big swing and a miss.
1 serve 0.
I like that shot right there.
Courtney had seemed reluctant to
0,
shoot the
serving
ball
1.
before that shot. Not sure if that was something that she discussed with her camp in between games. Maybe trying to rally more, I'm not sure. Not privy to those conversations, Dave.
Big setup here for Courtney. Back down the right seems like
Wow.
the thing to do, and she does it and gets that quick score.
It's a tough shot.
1, serving 1.
Now the referee is back again of Tracy Davis.
Point.
Has to be distracting
Two,
for the
serving
players, Dave. We now have 2 referees, 3 points into this third game. I hope the referee knows that this game is played to 15.
3, serving 1.
You never know, though. And this is kind of what I anticipated, that there would be no momentum carryover from game 2 into this third game, despite the lopsided second game
Are
score.
you going in? Thank you. Check the ball. Thank you. Replay, the score is 3 serving 1. Point. 4 serving 1.
4-1 here. Game number 3. Courtney Peixoto serving. Some lopsided scores here. Courtney winning 15-3 and then losing 1-15.
Now we might see another lopsided score in this third game. Who knows?
One serving 4.
Big setup here.
Point.
Boy, Hillary just so close. I don't know
2
how Courtney
serving
doesn't
4.
hit her with the ball there if it wasn't for the mishit. See how close Hillary is to Courtney after that serve and almost
Point.
gets that back to the front wall.
But somehow she manages to be facing the back wall
No.
after every dive.
3 serving 4.
Still never getting one back. I don't know what you could do when you're facing the back wall anyway if you did get it back.
Set up.
And that could have been a screen.
Well, she was definitely altered. a
Camp
little bit.
Peixoto was quick
4
with the
serving
trigger of
3.
the applause there to prevent the screen call, which is really the sign of a smart fan.
Check the ball.
The smart fans know the right timing.
Thank you.
It's the fans' fist pump,
Yeah,
4 serving
that's
3.
right. Yes, well
the
played.
verbal fist
yes,
pump.
yes. I mean, what referee is going to interrupt cheering? What kind of person are you? And Courtney anticipated that well.
Set up.
Hillary did not make the best shot
No.
that she could. She had a totally open left wall there. Goes right down the middle, and it
3
handcuffs
serving 4.
Courtney. I do like that serve, though. She doesn't get much from Courtney off of that serve, but I believe it's effective probably with everybody she plays.
And that
That's
could
a
have been-
screen and a hinder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the next thing.
You see Courtney now
Hit the
taking,
ball.
good call. Courtney's taking away that straight in right shot from Hillary. She's anticipating it and putting herself right in that position. Not in the way, just running to that spot.
You know, Hillary deep down is upset about that no screen call, but she should be upset with herself for hitting that ball right back to herself.
Hardest
She had
thing
an
to do is
open
decide.
lane and then hit the ball down
Yeah,
the middle of
Hillary,
the court.
you're serving. Yeah. That was a long rally. Resuming play, that was a block ball. The score is 3 serving 4.
This is the closest this match has been at any point.
Hinder ball. Sorry. Hinder ball.
The referee apologizing, Dave, for calling these hinders.
But what are you apologizing?
I don't
Are
know.
you apologizing to the one hitting the ball?
I was
Or
kind of asking you.
I think she's apologizing to the one that's hitting it, which doesn't make sense, because if you're sorry for stopping, then why stop? Just let them play it. Oh, wow, that ball really flipped around.
Nice rally. There's a lot of good rallies in this game. A lot of good ones. 4, serving 3.
Neither of these ladies power serving. Both hitting a 2-all serve.
Point.
That's Camp Peixoto, Dave.
Okay.
Up in the coach's box.
5,
Of course,
serving 3.
not allowed to coach during the game, but are allowed to coach during official timeouts and between games. But you are allowed to cheer.
Point.
Cheering isn't coaching, but you see Hillary looking up at Camp Peixoto.
Right. Maybe she's looking up at her own
6,
camp,
serving 3.
wondering
They're
why
pretty
they're
silent,
not.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that was a glare at her own camp. Hey, let's.
Lighten it up.
Yeah.
Turn the volume up.
Let's see if Hillary hits it right to Courtney. Courtney from her knees. Wow. This is what our ref was talking about, Dave. What rallies in this match? This is definitely the best rally of the match. Party ball here.
Wow. Wow.
They're beating on the
Time out.
glass back there for a
Time out.
moment.
Time out.
I thought it was
I
a
have to clap.
pajama party up front. They're both
Oh my gosh.
one facing forward, one the other way, and
That was a great
I don't know how you came up with that.
that's what it seemed like for a moment.
okay.
And then
Inspired a movie.
Courtney flips the ball to the back wall, and
Yeah.
Hillary had to put down her teacup, go all the way back there, and scoop that ball up front. And then the rally ends, as you see there with that instant replay. Wow, that was I'd say the rally of the tournament thus
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
And if we had a chance to replay the whole rally during this timeout, we would, but we really don't have a chance.
It's too bad.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, I mean, Courtney from the seat of her pants hitting a fist to the back court, and Hillary tracking that down.
From the seat of her pants, had to get up,
Right.
put on her slippers, and run back
Right.
there. And
Yeah. And it looked like Hillary sort of mishit that last shot, but it rolled out. I mean, maybe it wasn't a mishit. It was definitely hit off speed.
she was definitely going for it. It was a little lower than I thought she was aiming as well. But it was a mouse out of the front. And the fans loved it so much they started beating on the glass.
Right.
Which I know you and I have never seen that before.
No.
Hold on 1 second. We'll talk a little later. 3, serving 6.
Let's see if that motivates Hillary here.
Point.
Oh, that's a terrible error from Courtney. You're not going to hear
4,
much
serving
from
6.
Camp Rushe after an error like that, but I know Hillary would like for her camp to start getting behind some of her kill shots, and now consecutive errors for CPM.
5, serving 6.
I have never seen someone run so quickly to the back of the court after they serve.
Side out.
I mean, literally sprinting to the 38-foot mark
6,
after
serving
every
5.
serve.
Well,
Dave.
that's a habit you pick up from playing three wall. You say that you would think that she'd want to stay up front, which I do agree with, but you're playing three wall doubles, serve a ball, run back. Seems natural.
Point. Seven, serving 5.
Wouldn't it be fitting, Dave? 1 15-1, 15-3 games, and then to have overtime in the third.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Microcosm of the day that we're having today.
Point.
And Hillary cannot like that excessive Camp
8,
Peixoto
serving 5.
cheering on her airs.
Well, that's a methodical move.
From Camp Peixoto.
Oh, yes.
I've had people cheer against me and seen them in the weight room 10 months later and still refuse to speak to them. So, not sure how it works with Hillary.
That's a great shot from Hillary. Did you say the weight room?
Well, I mean, I run into them, you know. months later, they think that, we're buddies, not knowing that I know that they were one of the people in the crowd cheering against me. And it's in my notebook.
You're so particular with the weight room.
Well, that's one of the reasons I don't go there.
I guess the weight room means two different things to you and me.
Yeah.
I actually, I go there to actually give up my weight.
Yeah. Big setup here.
Ref is not going to call it.
Good non-call there. Right on the borderline, but I think that ball was down.
5 serving 8. I'm sorry, 6 serving 8.
That was a point. Referee called a side out. It was a point.
6 serving 8.
Now let's time how quickly she can get to that 38-foot mark.
1, 2.
Okay, she got there.
4.675. 1.675 seconds.
Also, she can run right back up there again.
Well, you have those long legs. She's the tallest on tour. She doesn't need to stand up front. She already is there. She's everywhere.
But if she hadn't run back to that 38-foot mark, she could have had that shot.
Yeah, but Courtney wouldn't have taken that shot.
We'll never know.
I do know.
She reduces a lot of her options if she's not standing 38 feet away.
Courtney's doing the same thing. She was there in 1.4 seconds.
She was at the dotted line. Still red carpet zone, as far as I'm concerned.
See? Just as fast. Maybe even faster.
But I don't know. I would have thought those long legs of Hillary would have gotten her there faster.
Point.
That's not making
No.
Hillary too
10
happy
serving 6.
hearing that clapping like that.
Well, fortunately, we have heavy security up there to separate these teams because we've had situations in the past, Dave.
Timeout. Side out.
Where teams, Dave, are actually needing to be separated. It's an emotional game.
6 serving 10.
You have one group coming thousands of miles, meeting up with another group who's also come thousands of miles. Wow, what a shot.
I think DeMello thought about leaving her feet there for that one. Decided against it. 7 to 10?
7 serving 10.
Going to 15, win by 2. Big setup here. Wow. And that ball just barely makes the front wall. No timeout call from Courtney yet, and there she goes with it.
Well, she looked up top for the call, and she got the signal.
I thought she was looking at her camp for some clapping, but it didn't happen. 8 to 10 here, going to 15. And this looked like it was going to be over, I'd say, probably 10 minutes ago or even longer. I was looking back at the clock before this went into the tiebreaker, and I thought it would be over maybe, 4 o'clock Eastern time, and now we're pushing 4:30. Another long match.
Yeah.
Started to get back onto our schedule. In other words, we'll just be here all night.
Well, that's what I've been planning on.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Great day for handball. New York Athletic Club. It's been a fun tournament.
Yep.
Enjoyed it.
Score is 8 serving 10.
Now, Dave, how do you evaluate the effectiveness of a timeout? Because if you come in and lose the very next rally, do you consider that timeout to be unsuccessful, or do you actually calculate the next 3 or 4 points?
Yeah, I don't think the next anything means anything in
9
timeout
serving
unless
10.
it's the last point. I think you take a timeout when you're out of breath. And you need a breather.
That ball right on the wall. Oh, wow.
I just feel, Dave,
Point.
if you're going to take a timeout because you want to break the momentum, there's no
Yeah.
need to leave the court. You just stay on the court.
Okay. And
Ow.
maybe tell your opponent how great they're playing.
Yeah, no, I mean, seriously, I would call a timeout and immediately call time back in. Because the whole point is all you're trying to do is drop that little piece of water to get your opponent to stop thinking about kill shots. Go timeout, time in. That's it. Just that enough is a momentum breaker.
Yeah.
But if you need breath, you need water, then that's your purpose. It's not. I don't think coming back in and getting or scoring a point or getting a side out is the most necessary thing. It's nice. But the overall body of work is more important. I believe it's 9-10.
I think it's
10?
10-10.
The referee kind of a little quiet on that call.
That's a good ceiling shot. Oh, that's a great dig there from Courtney. This is turning into one of those great rallies, Dave. Maybe not the diving yet, but great shot making. Another great shot. And another one.
Courtney does not want to lose this rally.
This is a big one. That was a great rally, Dave. Neither player making a mistake in that rally. I mean, a lot of great deep shots, 2 wall shots, and Courtney sets up for this. Wow.
That's a great shot.
That's the poster shot right there.
That could be what changes the momentum. A shot like that.
Wow.
Shot out.
Oh, now you hear the opposing
Yes.
group up here cheering for Hillary.
This has become sort of like a Fed Cup match, Dave.
I'm surprised it's taken this long.
Well, we didn't get to see a lot of competition in the first 2 games. 15-1, 15-3. Not much opportunity for the camps to interact or to outdo one another.
Nice dig right there from Courtney. There's a point for Hillary and no clapping. Kind of surprises me. Once you start with a clap, you usually stick with it.
Yeah, you'd think so.
11, serving 10.
11-10 is a score here. Set up back wall.
Wow. I mean, nothing Courtney can do there. That ball is right on the wall.
Point.
Yeah, right on the wall. The ball's sliding down it, and Courtney went over and kind of banged her knee against that wall, fell backwards, and about 2 shots earlier, it seemed like she was disrupted by Hillary being so close, but she didn't realize Hillary backed out and got way out of her way. Courtney modifying her swing, and then on the very next shot that comes to her, she is all tied up, bangs her knee against the wall, falls backwards. And now a point for Hillary. Here we go. There's the barrel toss.
We saw Suze throw the towel up from the short line, one-handed.
12, serving 10.
3 points now from this match. Hillary has never finished in the top 6 of a women's race event. She would guarantee herself at least a 4th place finish in her first semifinal appearance if she were to win this. Wow, what a shot.
Now 13-10 is the score here.
Now remember, Dave, Hillary won the 3-wall nationals 11-10 in the tiebreaker, so she knows how to win these close
13,
matches.
Look how nice this shot looks here. Just puts it right down that line as we go back into live play.
I have seen Hillary, Dave, hit that amazing right-hand kill from the front court, but never as consistently from the deep court. Dave, she's consistently ending rallies from the 32-foot mark with her right hand. Now, I believe, match point?
It is.
Okay.
14, serving 10.
This could be it.
She does not go with her shot, though, down the right. It's a good shot.
Oh, this is a good rally once again. Oh, wow. Great way to end it there for Hillary, who goes into that right corner.
Nice play.
and hits a perfect kill shot.
Beautiful match. Incredible. Dave, it was kind of what we expected. The third game turned out to be the game. Great playing from both ladies. And what sportsmanship, Dave, from both of these great athletes. Courtney immediately embraces Hillary with that warm hug, and wow, what a match.